Hey, good morning, sports bettors. Matt here with OddsJam. Pretty cool. Caesars is doing this anytime touchdown score profit boost. Pretty simple. You choose a player on Caesars to score a touchdown for Monday Night Football tonight between the Raiders and the Chiefs, and you can get a 25% profit boost. So there's a couple different promos that sportsbooks will do. Some will do risk-free, some will do a profit boost. In this case, obviously, it's a profit boost, meaning if you can get the bet, let's say for just pretend plus 100, they will boost that by 25% to plus 125. So that's how it works. Just make sure that you read the terms. The max is 50. Wager must be placed for the game tonight, and you can't use a free bet or anything like that for this promo. Have to use real money. So click bet now. Go to the game. We were looking at the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Raiders touchdown score, and then we can go through and find a play. So the first thing is obviously the promo, making sure that everything looks good for the promo itself. And then, and this is the most important thing, is finding out who to put on this promo. So what we're trying to do here, and what I have up on the screen, are odds for every sportsbook for the anytime touchdown score prop. This is completely free for you to use on oddsjam.com. Just go to sports, NFL, click the game, and then in the drop down here, you just go to anytime touchdown score, and it pulls up what every sportsbook prices this anytime touchdown score prop. So normally when I do this, I'm just looking for the biggest value. So looking for the player kind of has the biggest gap between the best odds and the average odds. Now, obviously, the higher you get, the bigger the gap is going to be. So you have to kind of keep that in mind. But in this case, specifically, since we know the bet is on Caesars, we want to look where the value is specifically on Caesars. So in this case, we are finding a play that already has good value, and we are just increasing that value. So pretty easy. You just lock on the Caesars, and you see where the green is. So admittedly, Caesars doesn't seem like they generally have the best odds for anytime touchdown scores, but there was a player that I did find good value on, and in this case, we were looking at Davante Adams. So the actual best odds are on PlayUp, but for this case, we're obviously taking it on Caesars, and we'll end up increasing it above this value. But here's what we see here. Caesars is giving this to you at plus 127. And taking up PlayUp, look where every other book prices it. So we got Tipico and DraftKings at plus 115, not bad. But then we got Fox Bet, minus 105. FanDuel and Betfred, plus 100. BetMGM, plus 105. If you locked this bet in for $100 on Caesars, you would profit $127. If you locked in this bet on same exact bet, literally nothing is different. All he needs to do is score. But you locked that bet in on Fox Bet, you would have to risk $105 in order to profit $100. So just from looking at the different books in line shopping, you've essentially made the difference of like $30 on one bet, just one bet. And we see some pretty massive gaps if you go down. Like Hunter Renfrow is a difference between plus 260 and plus 170, which is just crazy. And then and if you go like some even bigger long shots, like Mahomes to rush one in, plus 400 to plus 235. It's just wild, the difference that all these sportsbooks price the literal same exact play. So line shopping is incredibly important to be profitable in the long run. Not only by line shopping do you get just the best chance of getting the best odds. Obviously, different sportsbooks have different odds for what they price things. So the more sportsbooks you're signed up for, the more chance you have of finding the best odds, a positive expected value play. Also, the more sportsbooks that you are signed up with, the more books you have to compare to see if you're truly getting a value or not. If you only have 2 or 3 books, it's hard to really tell which book is the outlier and how much of an outlier it is. With all these books, I think there's 6 or 7 on the screen here, it gets much easier to make that determination of what is a value, what is an outlier, and what isn't. So for those of you, I would recommend checking out just the betting landscape of your specific state. If you're unsure, just go to OddsJam Resources Legalization Tracker. If there are any books that you are not signed up with, I would just recommend signing up, taking advantage of those promotions. And if you use these links, you can get these promotions as well. They're on the OddsJam website. They're also in the description of this video. So the play that we are going to lock in is Davante Adams to score a touchdown. He scored a touchdown in 3 of 4 games so far this year. He's gone over 100 yards in 2 of 4 games so far this year. He's only really had 1 game in which you can categorize as bad, but he did score in that game. He had 2 receptions, 1 went for a touchdown. So despite the Raiders struggling and there being a lot of talk about Adams making a mistake going to the Raiders as opposed to the Packers, his stats individually are pretty good. So we want to click plus 127. You want to make sure that you apply the bonus. My profits go from would have been paying out would have been paying out 113. Now it's paying out 129. So an additional $16 in profit. And this is going to be my official bet. Davante Adams to score a touchdown with the 25% profit boost. So make sure that for those of you that have Caesars, take advantage of this promo. Ride with me on Davante Adams. And that's it. So thanks for watching and have a good one.